Having replayed the original Dead Space series for the very first time only about a month ago, I was taken aback by not only just how well it holds up by today's standards, but also how freaking fun it is still to this very day. For this very reason, I decided to list 6 games that are at least a decade old and are very much still worth your time in 2023. So strap in, sit down, let's go. The first game on the list is Dead Space 2 from 2011. Wow, this game absolutely blew me away. Don't get me wrong, the original is amazing and still very much worth revisiting, but man, this game, Dead Space 2, is such a step up from the original, not only in the visual department, but just about every department for that matter. Dead Space 2 is quite literally a very dark game. Yes, I know, it's punny, but seriously, this game is dark in tone, and so dark you will struggle to see what is stalking you until it is almost too late. But that's a good thing, as it just builds on that already almost palpable tension. Imagine being surrounded by 6 necromorphs in any given room and not being able to see them. Well, install Dead Space 2 and you won't have to imagine anymore. It's the premise for every intense battle scene. Upon your first playthrough, you'll probably have your trusty plasma cutter and possibly another weapon, which can make the end game difficult and tricky. But upon New Game Plus, you can fully max out your arsenal with 4 weapons, and this is when the combat becomes truly fun and enjoyable. I cannot overstate this. The Ripper and the Force gun are so stupidly enjoyable and godlike when maxed out. My loadout included a plasma cutter, a pulse rifle, a Ripper, and a Force gun. If you haven't played this game before, I highly recommend it. The next game on our list is Mass Effect 2 from 2010. Another EA title surprisingly good? What? This game is so stupidly replayable, it's not even funny. You embark on a journey as Shepard, looking to not only prevent a Reaper invasion, but hell, you go to their home and take the fight to them. This would be difficult without an amazing team, right? Well, a big portion of the game is about you recruiting one kick-ass team. The characters you encounter and recruit are some of my favorite in all my time as a gamer. This game is quite possibly the best RPG ever made. It's on the same level as Witcher 3, but set in space obviously. The combat is a bit one-dimensional, but the character building and story is next level. Oh, have I introduced you to my girlfriend yet? This is Miranda. The next game on our list is Batman Arkham City from 2011. The Arkham series is highly regarded by many for many a good reason. Back in the day, Arkham Asylum broke the mold and actually created, sorry I misspeak, no, crafted the best superhero game ever made up until that point. Now Arkham City expanded on that and improved on just about everything, as well as giving you more freedom to explore a section of Gotham. Honestly, I gotta say, this is my favorite game in the series. Whereas Arkham Asylum feels a bit too claustrophobic and small in scope, and then Arkham Knight would be perfect if not for all the tank battles and forced use of the Batmobile. For a game that is 12 years old, Arkham City is still very gorgeous, and Gotham City streets feel moody, dirty, and just about ready to be made Batman's bitch. The combat in this game is so satisfying. In my opinion, it's the best it gets in the entire series. Batman doesn't block an enemy only to somersault 20 meters to kick another enemy. In short, it still feels semi-grounded, unlike Arkham Knight. Oh, And then there's Catwoman, who is also playable in sections, and the combat is just as enjoyable and crunchy, dare I say, more visually pleasing. Catwoman. The next game on our list is Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag from 2013. I've only been a gamer for about 3 years, and I started gaming on a Dell Latitude business laptop. Needless to say, I was getting about 10 to 15 FPS initially when I tried to play Assassin's Creed 4. So when I upgraded my laptop, this was the very first game I sunk my teeth into. Beautiful in every regard, tropical islands, the deep blue of the seas, and gorgeous skies fit for the gods in heaven. This game scratched an itch like none other before, and if you ever had a pirate-like fantasy as a kid, this was, and to some extent, is the game for you. Edward is also such a badass protagonist, selfish at times, but compelling at every turn. It also doesn't hurt that the naval combat in this game is so damn enjoyable. This game is worth playing just for the beautiful setting alone. The next game on our list is Tomb Raider from 2013. The original reboot of the Tomb Raider series is already a decade old, but man, does it still hold up in the graphic fidelity. Yes, Rise of the Tomb Raider and Shadow of the Tomb Raider improved on the graphics, but man, this game still looks good. It doesn't hurt that you could easily get 100 FPS even if playing this game on a calculator. Not only does it look good to this day, but the combat is probably as fun as it gets in the series. Revisiting this game is a must. It's fun, engaging, and it's one hell of a ride start to finish. The last game on the list is Far Cry 3. Who would have seen this one coming? As a person who doesn't tend to enjoy first-person shooter games, I must say I enjoyed the hell out of Far Cry 3. Set on a dangerous but beautiful tropical island, this game got me hooked for hours. At first, I felt vulnerable and would easily succumb to the natural wildlife or one of the many pirates scattered across the Rook Islands. But with some progression and upgrades, you soon start feeling like an overpowered guard scurrying through the jungle. I don't blame Jason for going a bit mad. I mean, the ominous situation him and his friends find themselves in, the heat, the danger, and the beauty of Sintra. Sintra. I could write a whole book about her, but I digress. It's enough to make anyone go mad. Oh, and Voss probably was the main contributor. I just wish he wasn't only a factor for half the campaign. But that's my list, guys. If you've got any games that you like to play that are 10 years older, that still hold up in the graphic fidelity department, please hit me up in the comment section. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to smash the like button. If you've watched this video, you're not subscribed yet, now's the time to do so. Other than that, guys, have a good day, have a good weekend coming up. It's people like you. Cheers.